I'm with Yelena, and we're on the west side of Binghamton at a very historic home. Yelena, where are we?
We are on 66 Riverside Drive, your favorite part of whole Binghamton, west side.
Yes, we're right across from Chester B. Lord School. There's some historic homes up and down this street, and this one is one of my favorites. The front porch here with the 6 columns and the second story level there, and inside it's just amazing.
Definitely, when you drive on Riverside Drive, this one is definitely stands out.
Yes, it does.
And this home has a lot of history.
That's right, and in fact, everyone should stay tuned because we have a special visit by former county historian Gerald Smith giving us the lowdown on the history of this property.
Oh, that's so exciting.
The landscaping of the current owners a number of years back has created a great amount of privacy, although we're on Riverside Drive.
Yes, it is a Riverside Drive, but it's still private in the very large backyard and the front yard. Oh, it's gorgeous foyer.
Yes, the floors are beautiful, hardwood floors, crown molding around the room. These medallions were added by the current owners, and as were the chandeliers. And it's nice to know that all this new electric has the electric has been updated into the building. So whatever anyone's choices are, it's already wired and ready to go.
Yeah, beautiful fireplace. I believe it's a gas fireplace.
Yes, they converted that to gas.
Nice side porch, and it's a 4-season side porch.
Yeah, all windows, so you get a lot of light in here for whatever you want to use this room for. I'd use it for an office. Also in the living room is some great built-in for bookshelves. There's a nice glass tile mosaic that they put up there.
All of the chandeliers and medallions are being brought from New York City.
Formal dining room.
Fireplace again.
Yes, gas fireplace. And there's also a door off of this dining room that takes you out into an outdoor area for entertaining.
Oh, I really like this kitchen.
Yes, granite counters. There's leaded glass. These are all original cabinetry up here. So
lovely.
It's a little blend of the old and the new. And there's an additional exterior door here that takes you out to a gazebo area. It's really a great place for entertaining. There's a couple of different areas out there for entertaining.
Yeah, look at this. This is a kind of an antique refrigerator and an icebox.
Yes, very nice.
And my favorite place in here is the pantry.
Yes,
Walk in. Woo.
Yes, that was expanded and made a lot more useful. And off the kitchen is an area where the kids would come in or family members hang up their coats. It's the back part of the hallway and a way out to the garage.
And this property has a side entrance driveway. Off the foyer, there's an updated half bath. Big hallway in the second floor, and hardwood floors continues.
And the banister and these newel posts are just gorgeous. There are 3 spindles to every step. The steps have all been refinished. It looks like cherry wood to me. And it's just gorgeous. Everything about this house, very grand. There's a full bath in the hallway here.
And there's a door going outside in the terrace, looking out. Beautiful, very beautiful and large backyard.
Perfect place for a barbecue in the summer. Listen to Tom Egan's music.
Hardwood floor continues. In this side, we have 2 bedrooms and Jack and Jill bath.
Nice tile bathroom, beautiful shape, recently redone. Also note, that we have very tall ceilings on the second floor, and I love that crown molding. The third bedroom, and on top of this, next door, there is a private staircase going to a fourth bedroom. People like to call it the servants' quarters or what have you, but it is a private room that is separated from the rest of the main level of the house. And also, it has the entrance up to the attic, which honestly could be a ballroom. That is a gigantic room and could become just about anything. A number of years back, a professor who owned this house had all this area filled with bookshelves. They've kept the bookshelves along the side of the room, but there were a lot of books down here.
Oh, they took the books with them, huh? And now it's a very good family room.
Yes. And so more finished square footage for this home. It's a great deal for someone. Well, the second floor of the front porch, this is just amazing. The details of these columns and just standing in this historic space overlooking Riverside Drive, this holiday season time of year, it's really pretty fantastic.
Yeah, I like the ceiling. Can you tell me something about it?
Well, it's a tongue and groove type of oak that they just use it as a typical ceiling from a porch of this vintage. It is a signature mansion in Binghamton, New York. It's the corner of St. John Avenue and the corner of Chestnut Street on Riverside Drive. I just love this place, and I've always admired it. How can someone see this home?
They can call us at 607-725-2122.
Well, folks, look who we've got here, former county historian Gerald Smith, and I've asked him to come over to this signature historic property on the west side of Binghamton so we could go over some of the details of this new listing. Gerald, thank you for being on the show.
Oh, thanks, John.
Now, this house, it's really such a fabulous place to ride by. You can see that it goes from St. John Avenue to Chestnut. It's a block wide.
Yeah, and I dare say probably everybody knows the house, but hardly anybody knows anything about it. And the house was built in 1926 by a man by the name of Wallace Windus, who was the president of the Workers' Trust Bank. That was the EJ Bank that they started for the employees.
Oh, wow.
And then he lived here for only a handful of years, and he sold the house in 1934 to a man by the name of Thomas Bean. Now, he's famous for two reasons. First of all, he was the owner and president of the 1900 Corporation. They made washing machines, Cataract washing machines.
Cataract washing machines?
That was the name of it, but you know it today by the name Whirlpool.
Really?
Yeah, it started here in Binghamton, and it's still going. And then a year later, he became elected the mayor of the city of Binghamton. And he served one term there, and then later on served as the public emergency director for the entire county. So it's had two really significant owners, and of course just the house itself has left a huge footprint on the west side of Binghamton.
Oh yeah, it's a beauty. So what is the architecture here with?
This is not Victorian, this is classic revival that became so popular after the end of World War I. And you'll see some really great examples on the west side of that in the 1920s, where they tried to emulate, but in a modern way, the old federal style of the Revolutionary War period.
Oh, wow.
And this is a really good example, although it's unusual because of the second story porch.
Oh yeah, the porch in the front, it's just so scenic up there. As a student of architecture, what do you think is what they were attempting to do here?
Well, I think they tried to make an elegant home, but take it from the old federal style. taller ceilings, grand architecture, wonderful radiator covers. I love those. The leaded doors, the build-ins. Build-ins were huge after World War I.
Yeah.
And closets and rooms and pass-throughs and dining rooms because they added a touch of elegance to what had probably just been plain architecture before that.
Yes. Also, I wanted to point out, Jerry, that the first show I ever did was with you.
Yes.
And it was one block down the street in my old, well, it wasn't my house then, but at 90 Riverside Drive.
And that was just a few years ago, John.
Yeah.
We haven't changed a bit.
Yeah, I think it was 20 years ago.
I think it was too.
Yeah. Jerry, it is the holiday season and everyone's trying to get a creative gift for the people who have everything.
Right.
I could never think of anything to get anyone. And then when I saw you, I thought, books.
Yes. Broome County Historical Society, located on the second floor of the Public Library in the local history center, or by going to their website at broomehistory.org, they're going to see a wide array of books. 6 of them are mine. 6.
Wow.
And others by Roger Luther and others, and there's even a new one for kids on paintings and story about the EJ development by Lucas Kaczynski called EJ's Story. And they're wonderful gifts for the holiday season, John.
Yeah, that's great. Well, Jerry, thank you again for being on the show. We've missed you being on the show, and I think that we ought to get a revival of this, that we can go into some more historic homes this coming year.
I'll be ready, John.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.